All right, greetings here from the Independent Survey Vessel Faraway. I've got everything all set up here. I chose my characters at random, except, team leader, Topper always has to go, and Tabitha, the executive, always has to go. The other ones I just chose at random for the most part. I think that's exactly what I did. I wanted to play with Sam because she is one that I haven't really played a lot with. And she ended up in the mix, so that's fine. Each one of them has a unrevealed psych value. Everything else, their values, you can see health, tech, a little bit hard to read here, combat, willpower. Psych we don't know until it's revealed in the course of the game. So you draw, there's a bunch of tokens, there's 20 of them in a bag, and you reach into those and put it down there, so we don't know. Some of these people might be super psychic, some of them not so much, and we won't know until later. Investigation starts at 0. The jump token starts there on 40, and there are event cards. On the first turn, you don't choose an event card, and there's no monster, so you don't have to do like an adversary turn. I already kind of set everything up here. What I like to do generally, this is when I play, is I like to take the bridge first. There's a variety of reasons for that. When you move into, actually I realize I didn't put an encounter on the captain's quarters. I'm gonna put one there. There should be an encounter there. So what I do is I generally start out by moving my soldiers and letting them do most of the work initially, because they are harder to kill. Some of the specialists are better than others, but Jacob's a pretty good fighter, but I don't want to put him in the front lines just yet. So I'm going to take Topper and let's see, I'll do Patches, and I'll have them go. They're going to spend one action to go to the lift. That's one. Oh no, actually they don't do that. One action to go to the umbilical. 2 actions to move there. 3 actions to move to the bridge. And they're done. Birdie can actually either move with the drone, or she can give her actions to the drone. What I like to do, you don't have to do this, but is I like to I'll have the drone go with Giggles, and they're going to go, and there's Giggles right there, and they're going to go down to the umbilical. That's 1 action, 2 actions, and then I'll have them go into the ward room. Now, since there's an unrevealed encounter token in these 2 spaces, everyone has to stop. And then you go to the encounter phase. Right now, I'd probably be safe moving my specialist down. If I draw a monster, an adversary card, they could theoretically run out and kill somebody. But generally, I use and actually they're probably safe to move all the way in. I mean, I wouldn't normally do that, but for this case, just because if it's a monster, the monsters attack people at random, and so you could probably lose a specialist. I'm cheating a little bit because I already looked, and I know what's in there. So this one is, a corpse, right? So with the actually, I'm not going to move them in because I don't want to do all the die rolling. So I'll just leave them right here, and they're just waiting to come in once the soldiers tell them it's okay. The reason is because whenever you reveal a corpse, you have to roll your willpower, and if you fail, then you get a horror token. So that's Patches and Topper. Topper's willpower is 6, which is actually pretty good. I rolled a 10. And Patches' willpower is 5, which is also decent. And I got a 7. So both of them get a horror token. Now I have been using 10-sided dice, purple for horror, red for hits. And now they have 1. There of course are the hit tokens that come in if you've purchased this, if you downloaded. There are hit markers that you can assemble. I find that this is just easier to do. But so there you go. They're already halfway to being horrified. Not halfway. They have to get their willpower. So 5 and 6, but still, they accumulate pretty quickly. Over here, I turn it over. This one is extra ammo. Has a variety of uses. You can discard it to get a bonus in combat, or you can use it because there are things that make you run out of ammo, and you can use this. I'm going to give it to Giggles. I think that's better than the drone. And so I just put it on his card. Doesn't have to, but I'm going to. So to note that he has it. Now that's the end of it. Now, a couple of points here. You can examine this marker. If you look in the encounter guide, you can see that Patches, I think, can actually examine it, but he can't do it until the action phase, and we're already past that because he moved in there during the action phase, so he can do it next turn. At this point, since we have everybody's moved, we've resolved all the encounters. There's no combat. We didn't find anything to fight. This turn's pretty much done. We move to the end phase, and I decide if I want to do a regroup phase, which I don't, because I don't have anything really to do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over here, and I'll move the timer down 1 space, and that's it. Turn 1 is done.